Hey guys, it's me, Rich. Something big is unfolding and you're watching it happen in real time. You're about to see why the situation in Venezuela is becoming one of the most dangerous foreign policy flashpoints of the Trump presidency. The Ford Carrier Strike Group is moving into the Caribbean. CIA operations have reportedly been approved inside Venezuela. And what you're not being told is the part that matters most. But what you'll soon find out is how close this story is to turning into something much larger. This video breaks down what's happening, what it means, and why it matters to you. Let's get into it. Hey guys, welcome back to RPW Media, where patriotism isn't old-fashioned, it's essential. Look, if you like our videos already and you haven't done so, you should become a subscriber to the channel. You can hit that notification bell, smack the like button, because it helps get our message out to more people, and you will be notified every time we put out a new video. All right. Town Hall's Dimitri Bolt put out a piece about how the Trump administration is handling the Venezuela problem. Today, we're walking straight into a situation that could turn into something massive. The Ford Carrier Strike Group is sliding into the Caribbean, and it's not there for a vacation. It's there to choke off Venezuela's drug routes. This is a kind of move that often precedes something much bigger. The United States has a history of telling a country, you know, we really don't like it when you do that. The government then waits about 6 months, and if the country continues to do it, you've got the U.S. fleet off your coast with the message being, you know, we really meant it when we told you we didn't like you doing that. And it looks like that's what's happening right now. And then the New York Times drops a report that President Trump has signed off on CIA covert activity inside Venezuela. CIA, Venezuela, covert ops. That combination has never meant quiet times. When intelligence operations begin, history shows something else usually follows. Now, according to people familiar with the plan, these CIA missions aren't just random spy games. They could be laying the groundwork for something the media pretends to be shocked about every time it happens, potential military involvement. Meanwhile, at sea, we've already hit at least 20 narco-terrorist boats firing toward the United States. Those weren't taxi boats. Those were drug-running, cartel-connected, regime-backed vessels. And yes, the strikes resulted in 79 dead. Now, if you're wondering whether this administration is serious, that number should answer it. But here's where things get even more interesting. President Trump has also approved another round of talks with Nicolas Maduro, the dictator who has turned Venezuela into a criminal empire. During previous talks, Maduro basically said, sure, I'll step aside after a few years. The White House passed on that generous offer. Apparently, dictatorship extensions weren't on the menu. Then this report comes out right after Trump called Maduro a terrorist, right after he refused to rule out sending American troops into Venezuela. And when reporters asked him if he was taking that option off the table, Trump didn't hesitate. He said, no, I don't rule out that. I don't rule out anything. We just have to take care of Venezuela. They dumped hundreds of thousands of people into our country from prisons. Nobody knows better than this young lady, the Secretary of the Department of Homeland Security, Kristi Noem, right here. She's done an incredible job with Tom Homan and all of your people. Now, he's not wrong. Venezuela emptied prisons and sent those people here. That's not immigration. That's a hostile action against our country. That's a country using criminals as weapons. If you think that sounds exaggerated, ask any law enforcement officer dealing with that fallout. Now the administration is making moves fast. Carrier Strike Group, CIA missions, military strikes at sea, high-level talks. A president openly calling a foreign leader a terrorist. It all adds up. That combination is not accidental, guys. It means the United States is done pretending nothing is happening. The bottom line is simple. Washington knows Venezuela has become a launching point for crime, drugs, and violence aimed directly at our country. And Trump is telling the world that the United States will not sit still while a hostile regime dumps criminals on our soil. America finally has a leadership team willing to confront threats instead of ignoring them like the last guys. The moves happening right now show that we're no longer a passive country waiting to be harmed. We're taking the initiative, defending our borders and protecting our people. That's the America we deserve. and the one we're getting back to. All right, thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one.